What's up? What's up? What's up? How you guys doing? I'm actually out of town right now, and I done just threw my back out. But what I was thinking about was, hey, I want to make sure that I get these principles out to my people in a way to where they gonna have it and can start using it and start monetizing and making money. So I didn't want to stop. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a couple different sections for this day 4. Where right now I'm about to go through the intro. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna come back and then I'm gonna do a little bit more. I'm not by my board. I'm not by any of my stuff, but I'm gonna give you guys the proper information so that you can get started and start making money. Cause today is the fortune is in the follow up. So we're doing a follow up. So a lot of the times people will take and they'll do an email, right? So you'll have an email, a sequence of emails, and you're like, well, I don't know if I want to send my emails out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I want to bother people and all that kind of stuff. So my man was saying he was sending out one email a day. So one email a month. He was like, man, they gonna be, they gonna unsubscribe. I don't want to bother them. Even though these people just opted in and was asking for more information, he was had so much anxiety about sending a simple email. So he went to a guy that was making a bunch of money. He said, man, I send 2 emails a day. He was like, 2 emails a day now. So he's like, maybe I just send one more email a month. So he starts sending 2 emails a month. His income over doubled. He said, you know what? Maybe I'll start adding one more email a month. So he started doing 3 emails a month. His income over doubled again from sending the emails. Because what you got to understand is, lead generation is one thing, getting somebody to opt in and get your email from, get their information from, and then send them to a sales page. But we already know most people don't buy from that process. You'll get 2, 3, 4, 5 people, 5% of the people if you good. But most people buy from follow-up messaging after they had time to look at something or, have somebody else talk to them or whatever they got to do. But most people don't buy on the first time. So what we had to do was start sending more emails. So let's break down a little bit before we get into the emails, before we go into this next section. I just want to talk about the emails in a way that I think is going to open it up for you to see the value of it. Because a lot of this, most people that do business still check their email. So if you're in the inbox and you have something that's good and what that pain point, if you're addressing that pain point, what pain are they in? If somebody came to me right now, like, I have a fix for your back, I would say, what is it? Give it to me right this very second. You know what I'm saying? So it's about, understanding that pain point and being able to tap into it with some type of solution. And you can do that through the email and make some money. So now there's 3 types of people. Once they finally start getting into email and all that stuff and generating clients, there's 3 types of people, the way I like to see it. So the one is the booty call person. So they just want to hurry up and get you to give them their money, and they give you some, give you whatever they got, and they go about their business. That's a little bit different than the way I was taught to build a business. Because the way I was taught is a business is about the lifetime value of a customer. So I like to look at Mac. I always use the example from Mac Makeup because, when I was in the game, I would always have my females have the best makeup and stuff, and I would have them really dope. So I found that Mac was like some of the top makeup. And what had happened with Mac is people would be so about Mac, people that's in the Mac makeup, that if they die, you better not put a different makeup on that body. They want Mac makeup on their dead body. They don't want you to put none of that subpar makeup on their dead body. So that's the way I try to look at people about my brand. That's the way I want you to look at building your business. The lifetime value of a customer, not just I can get some money from somebody. That's a booty call. The next level is the player. So you will have a player who they cared. So they had a front end set up, and you opt in, and they have messages that come out and all that other kind of stuff, because that's their front end system that pull you in. And I see a lot of people getting pulled, even like in dating. You'll have players that'll steal your lady because the front end of their system is designed so beautifully and seductively to pull people into their world. But as a player, it's like if they not getting what they want, when they want to get it, what's gonna happen? They ghosting you, so you're gonna get ghosted by the player. So we don't want to ghost our clients. We don't want to ghost our customers. We don't want to ghost the people that's coming to us for help if they not doing exactly what we want them to do at the exact time we want them to do it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own cycle. So that's like the player way of going about it. And players make money, and of course players gonna get into your business. They might get your girl a little bit out of pocket or whatever, but that's the player way. Now it's another third thing called Mr. Nice Guy. Mr. Nice Guy is when you do all kind of stuff for absolutely free and not even charging money, feeling like, man, if I do so much, then they'll just give me some money eventually. That's a misconception. I seen it. I had this one stripper girl, right? And I liked her. She liked me. This was years ago. So she was a European girl. So she had this other guy who would be hanging around all the time. So I go way out the Westland, out in the shanty town. They got these little, just nice, nice place out here. I would go out there, and while I'm out there, this guy would be hovering around because he wanted to have the stripper girl and have sex with her or whatever. But he would never make a pass. He would take her to work every day. He would be bringing her food and all that. But then she'd come hang out with me. So the thing was, him being Mr. Nice Guy, he thought he was doing it. He was actually angling, trying to get something that he thought she would just eventually give to him if he put enough work in. But it never happened. And it's the same thing in business. You could be giving and giving and giving and doing so much for free, expecting that the client would be like, okay, eventually, with all of this value that I'm dropping on them, eventually they're going to pay some money. But what I'm telling you is the Mr. Nice Guy. So I said the booty call, the player, and the Mr. Nice Guy. The Mr. Nice Guy route will have you without money. So what you want to do, let's see what we're doing here. What you want to do, because I got my notes right here, and these are really important things. Show up as relationship material. You want to show up for them. You want to serve them. You know what I'm saying? This is a big thing we do, is we serve. That's what we do as entrepreneurs. We serve the people. You want to serve them. You also want to be adding value. This is another level. You want to add a bunch of value. And then another level is you also want to be challenging them to think different ways about, their lives and what they could potentially be doing. Most people, they get wrapped themselves in so many lies. They lie to themselves. So of course, when they interact with you, they're not necessarily lying to you, but they're projecting this web of things that they have on themselves onto you. So now we got to challenge all of that, get through that, and get to the understanding part. What's really going on here is there a match? Because usually we're just looking to see, is it a match right here? And then if it's a match, then you could go deeper into the relationship. And that's where, you start gelling and they become a client and all that other stuff. But those are the three main levels I wanted to talk about before we got into the actual messages that we're sending. I'm going to take a break real quick, jump out of here. I'm going to actually go by my uncle's pond. I was telling you guys about the salmon cannon, and my uncle got his own pond that he created. He dug out and it got fish in there itself. So I'm going to go do the next part, buy the pond. But this part, I just wanted to go over. Don't be the booty call person. Not if you want to have a successful, lasting business and you make millions of dollars. You could be the player person, but just understand that on the back end of your business, you're going to have a bunch of problems and a bunch of headaches because it's seeming like you care. But once they get to the real relationship part, not just like people always thinking about having sex when you dating and all that stuff. Yeah, sex is cool, but that's not the real value of a real relationship with a woman. It's not just the sex part. It's so much other stuff. I was just telling somebody, like, man, the thing I would miss most of anything about a relationship is having somebody that actually care about me for real. Like, did you make it? Are you on your way home? Did you make it home or something? You know what I'm saying? Actually care that my back hurt. That's so much more valuable than just having sex with some random girl. So the player thing is cool, but looking at the overall thing about business and having clients long term and becoming a multimillionaire, that player way is not always the most conducive way, because 10% of your business is above water. 90% of the business is below the surface level. You know what I'm saying? Sex is up here. Below the surface is all the rest of the relationship. So the third thing is Mr. Nice Guy feeling like, you could just, give and give and give, and then automatically a reciprocation is going to be there without making offers and all that other kind of cool stuff. So those are the three things. I'm going to come right back with the other things. If y'all got any questions, make sure y'all pop them in. And I'll see you in a minute, man. Yay.